We're doing a catch and release fishing derby called Off the Hook, and we're in our third year, and we have about 100 kids here fishing in the river. There's actually fish in this river, and it's not a storm drain. A lot of people think that it's just a concrete storm drain, but this is one of the soft bottom sections of the river, so there's a lot of ecology there. The last known steelhead trout to be found here was in 1940, and they need a migratory pathway from the oceans to the sea, and we kind of blocked that with concrete in the floods of the 1930s.
Historically, they've been in the LA River. They would go out to the ocean and feed, and they'd run up the river to spawn. There's a lot of work that would need to be done still to allow steelhead trout passage back to the river, and that's part of what we're trying to advocate for and publicize and collaborate with different like-minded groups to accomplish.
Are there any invasive species of fish in the river?
Actually, most of the fish that you'll see caught here today are invasive species. Carp and bass, they didn't typically inhabit the LA River. At the same time, they do provide recreation. They get people out on the river, enjoying the river, fishing the river, and things like that.
Did you catch any fish?
No, not yet. There's a lot of them over there. They're easy to see.
Do you like the river?
Yeah,
What do we like about the river, bud?
What do you like about
I
it?
like the fishing.
I've never been to this side of the river before, and it's beautiful. I grew up in LA, and I've always known this river as being kind of a concrete wasteland, but this is a gorgeous place, and it's really peaceful.
Would you want to come back to the LA River?
Yeah,
Why would you want to come back?
because it's pretty and I like seeing the fish.
Do you find the LA River restoration to be of vital importance?
Yes. Because if the fish aren't healthy, then we can't fish, and then there will be no fish, and it won't be fun.
If I could change one thing, I would want the river to be restored as a natural river as it was back in the 50s, where fish thrive, where just people could come and enjoy the river. And I know that's not possible now to restore it all, but they have to keep some of the concrete. But to have certain areas where people could come in and it's as natural as it can possibly be, I think would be awesome.
We're fishing for carp now, but steelhead. We want steelhead back in the river. None of the fish that are in the river right now are native to the river. No, they're all non-native species. They've been put here because they can survive the warm water, which is what we have. And our native fishes, this is pushing it really hard for them. They couldn't do this kind of warm water.
What exactly is the temperature of the water at this moment?
It's around 80 degrees.
Wow, so that's pretty hot.
It is, and that's with the sun not being out yet, really.
We are studying the temperature of the Los Angeles River from the headwaters to the mouth of the river to create a longitudinal temperature profile of the water temperatures throughout the summer months. We do that by putting these little temperature loggers, they're called hobos actually, which is suiting for the LA River, throughout the river, all the way from the headwaters up in the San Gabriel Mountains down to the estuary at Long Beach. Okay, we take the sensor and then throw it in the water where it will just sit for 2 weeks, a month, depending on the time frame, collecting water data. This tells us the temperature of the water in this location every 30 minutes. So that tells us how the water temperature is changing over the course of the day and night, as well as over the course of time.
Did you catch that fish?
Yeah, all by myself.
What kind of bait did you use?
I just used a piece of corn that I got for bait here.
And were you a fly fish or just normal fish?
Just normal fishing, I believe.
So how long did it take you to catch it?
Pretty long. It took me a long time to find it and catch it.
If you were a fish, would you live in the LA River?
I would rather live somewhere else.
Why is that?
Because the LA River is really dirty in many spots. So it can make many fish or animals sick. So that's why I'd rather not live here if I were a fish.
What is your favorite thing about the LA River?
Well, I like it because you can fish there.
What is your favorite thing about fishing?
Well, I just like catching them because it's fun. And yeah, it's fun.